Hello bookworms! Today I'm going to be showing you my New York Comic Con haul, and then I'm also going to be showing you the artwork that I got at FlameCon. I think it was back in August, but I haven't shared that, and I thought it would be good to just kind of combine the two since it's all fandom stuff. I have a couple of categories. I'm going to start with clothes and jewelry, and then I have some Funkos, some books, and some artwork. So first of all, one of my absolute new favorite shops is The Colorful Geek. She has very cute bookish and fandom related t-shirts and stuff. They're just so comfortable, and I swear I change into one of her shirts every time that I come home. I already have quite a few of them, but I got two new ones at Comic-Con this year. The first one being this Frozen t-shirt that says "Just Let It Go," and it has the little snowflakes on it. I'm pretty excited for Frozen too, so when I saw Frozen merchandise I was like, yes! And I also got something else that I think will pair very nicely with this that you'll see in just a few minutes. And then this one unfortunately is not for sale, but she made me a t-shirt based on Carry On and Wayward Son by Rainbow Rowell. I'm reading Wayward Son right now and I'm an addict. I love it so much. It says, "You were the sun and I was crashing into you." It's a Simon and Boz quote. I love it. I think this is so cute and I'm so excited to have it because I have a serious lack of like Rainbow Rowell merchandise. But yeah, I'm hoping that she'll be able to make and sell these at some point in the future, but I just love it. She has so much other stuff too, which I really enjoy. Oh my gosh, I forgot. I got one other shirt from her. I have to go grab that. And then she also was getting ready for LeakyCon, and thankfully I visited her booth every day because on the last day that I was there, I found this one that says "Swish and Flick," and I really like that this one is more of a scoop neck, so it's a little bit, I don't want to say fancier, but it kind of is. And I really like, if you look at the fabric very closely, it has like different color kind of dots on it. I'll do a close-up so that you can actually see what I mean because it's kind of hard to explain, but I think this is so cute. Then I was fortunate enough to win the Funko lottery for 10 a.m. on Thursday, which was the first time slot that you could possibly get. That was an experience. Everyone that worked at Funko is so nice and they totally knew what they were doing, but the security that didn't work for them was kind of a nightmare. Also, just being in the line was very stressful because there were hundreds of people that were like, "Are you getting this one? Can I give you money to get me this one? Can you get this?" And like, I'm not talking one person, like a lot of people. So it was very overwhelming and it was not something that played well with my anxiety levels. So my friend ended up going in the line and getting everything. I gave him my pass so that he could do it and I could just wait on the side because honestly it was just too much for me. The Funko exclusives that I got, the Cabbage Man and Cart from Avatar: The Last Airbender. As soon as I saw this one I started laughing out loud and I just knew that I had to have it. I have all of the Avatar Funkos that they've released so far, and should they come out with more I will most certainly be picking them up. But yeah, this one was just too funny not to get. I was also really excited, but Funko finally came out with a Huntress pop figure. She has not gotten her own figure and it's been so long, and I really enjoyed Huntress comics when I used to read them. I admittedly haven't read anything of hers lately. Helena's a really interesting character, so, and I also really just love her costume design and I'm very excited to have her as one of my newest DC ladies. And then I also got the Mandalorian, which is the new figure based on the upcoming Disney Plus show, The Mandalorian. And I obviously don't know too much about the show yet, except for the fact that I'm very much looking forward to it, and I was excited that it was a New York Comic Con exclusive, so I picked myself up one of these. They also had a Sand Trooper, but I was in the first lottery group that won, and by the time we got to the register, they were already sold out of that one, which is crazy. Then the place where I did by far the most damage is Rock Love Jewelry. Rock Love is like my newest obsession. I got my first piece when she released the Ahsoka ring at San Diego Comic-Con earlier this summer, and since then she's released several Disney collections and I feel like each one has just been better than the last one. They're such great quality and they're made with actual jewelry metals and they're reasonably priced for what high quality they are, and the designs are just so beautiful, and they're also, depending on the piece, can be pretty subtle for which fandom it is attached to. Sleeping Beauty is not my favorite Disney movie, but I've gotten so much of the Sleeping Beauty jewelry just because it reminds me of other fantasy things that I really love, and the designs are just so breathtaking that yeah, I went wild. So get ready. I'll definitely do close-ups of all of these so that you can see just how beautiful they are and how detailed. So one of the things that was actually released at the show is this Frozen 2 necklace. She did two pieces. So she did a necklace and a ring for Frozen 2, and I personally really like the necklace, so I ended up getting this one from her Instagram, it sounds like she might be adding some frozen earrings to the mix, and I will for sure be picking those up as well. But even just the boxes and everything I think are so pretty. Everything is designed for that particular fandom. So this is just a really pretty snowflake, and then it has the Aurora Borealis crystals, so when you like move it around in the light, it just patches and shines so prettily. Then I got a couple of things from the Sleeping Beauty line. So this is the box for Sleeping Beauty. We've got Briar Rose down there, and there's definitely like thorns and roses and stuff. So inside is this green color, and we have Aurora back here too. What actually came in this box I am currently wearing on my hand. I've been wearing it non-stop since I got it, and it's this Maleficent ring. It's a dragon. It's so cool. This is obviously one of the less subtle pieces because it's like dragon, but I feel like it's kind of subtly Sleeping Beauty. Like, I really love dragons. Unless you really pay close attention, you can't necessarily tell that it's Maleficent like right off the bat at first glance, but I think it's just so beautiful. You can even see the teeth that were crafted in here, and I like that the eyes have the little gemstones in them. We've got like the wings and stuff, the horns, like everything about it is just stunning. Then I have another piece from the Sleeping Beauty line. That is this really beautiful tall ring that's based on Briar Rose. So it has all of the vines, and there is a rose in the middle there, and then we've got one of the little crystals. It's so pretty and it's so fantastical. I just am obsessed with it, and I really want to get the earrings that match this one as well, but I can't buy them this month because, like I said, I kind of went really crazy here, which I'm not even done showing you guys what I got. So Rock Love seriously is my like deepest obsession at the moment. Then I have an Alice in Wonderland piece, which I got. So this is the Alice box, and we've got Alice on the side there with some keys and some roses. These are a really cute pair of kind of everyday stud earrings. These are rose earrings that are white, but they're being painted red because obviously Alice in Wonderland. But again, there's something that I think is really subtle and that somebody wouldn't necessarily realize at first glance. And despite this being a paint drop falling off of this one, it also kind of looks like blood to me. And I just think that they're really, really pretty, and I'm really excited to have like everyday earrings. Then I have a piece from the Snow White collection. So we've got Snow White on the side there, and this one has a really beautiful red velvet interior. It is empty because it is the earrings that I am wearing. They match the ring that I already have. So it's a heart with a dagger through it. Oh my gosh, this design just like speaks to me. And as soon as I saw the ring, I was like, yes, I need that like so badly. So I got it. I wear the ring all the time, and I just love it so much that I really wanted to get the matching earrings. I also kind of want to get the necklace, which I don't know if that is overkill, but I really just think that this design is so beautiful, and I love the way that the stones look and the way that it just hangs. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. And then lastly, from Rock Love, I got a new piece from the Star Wars collection, and that is the Boba Fett ring, which was released. This is the inside of the box for Star Wars, but this ring is a little bit too fat to fit in there, so we just have Boba Fett's head, and it's a silver ring instead of being colored in Boba Fett's green color, which I think is a really good choice because it definitely goes with more outfits and stuff if you've got kind of a more neutral color. But yeah, it's just his helmet, and I really, really enjoy it, especially with The Mandalorian coming out. I think it was a good time for them to release this piece. I will also say that so much of the Rock Love jewelry sold out when we were at the show. Like, every day we would go back to the booth and more pieces would have a sold out sign on them, and I would be like, thank god I got that one yesterday. Rock Love was like my downfall when it came to spending money. And then also at Rock Love, they had a pin that they were giving away. So if you purchased 2 items or more, you would get this free Oogie Boogie pin, and it actually glows in the dark, and it also spins, which is really fun. So it's Nightmare Before Christmas themed, which was kind of perfect since it's October, but I think it's really cute, and I was really lucky to get one of these, and because I bought so many pieces, I actually got more than one of these, so I was able to give one to my friend as well. Then I got an enamel pin of Erebos from the Dragon Prince. This was at the Dark Horse booth, and this was an exclusive as well. It was limited to 1,000 pieces, and as soon as I saw it, I didn't know that they were gonna have it before the convention, but I'm so glad that I stopped by their booth, because once I saw it on the sheet, I was like, oh, I need that. So I'm really happy I have him. I'm also really excited for the next season of The Dragon Prince, which is coming November 22nd, and I'm like counting down the days. And I also got a Woodman pin from the Hilda booth. Hilda is another animated series that I really, really enjoy, and it won a whole bunch of awards. Season 2 is actually coming in 2020, and I cannot wait for that to happen because it was so enjoyable. It's like so whimsical and fun, and this is one of the characters in it, and they had this whole treehouse set up with the Woodman sitting inside, and you could take photos with him. It was awesome. And I also got that Hilda bookmark as well. And then I stopped at Han Cholo, which is another jewelry vendor, as if I hadn't gotten enough jewelry already. But I picked up, it is a D20 ring. I love Dungeons and Dragons, so this was a really exciting find for me. So it's just like shaped like a D20 and it has lots of the numbers. Andrew said I cannot use this in a game, which obviously I think it's really cute and I'm definitely gonna wear it when we have D&D games. Then as far as books go, I was really excited because the Disney booth still had the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive cover of Queen Shadow by E.K. Johnston. This is one of my favorite books that is in the new Star Wars canon universe as far as novels go. I really, really loved it, and I was devastated when I saw that this was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive and the convention had ended, so I wasn't able to ask any friends to pick it up for me. But thankfully they had leftovers. They brought them to New York Comic Con, and this was actually my first purchase of the convention. I was like, yes, this. And then Del Rey had a free sampler of Star Wars novels at their booth. The back has a list of all the novels that it has samples from. I actually own all of the ones that are in the sampler, but I just thought that this was a cool cover and it would be a cool addition to my Star Wars shelf, especially since it was free. Then I got Guilty Pleasures by Laurel K. Hamilton, which is an Anita Blake novel. I don't know if this is the first one. I think it might be, but I went to the Sarah J. Maas and Laurel K. Hamilton panel, so they gave these out for free. I'm actually just going to insert a clip here of Sarah talking about Crescent City. It's not too long, but I did a terrible job of vlogging, so I wanted to share that with you guys, and here it is.
It has a lot of F-bombs. That's the #1 thing you need to know about this book, but it's set in like a modern fantasy world where if you took the ACOTAR world and jumped ahead like 3,000 years, where all of a sudden you've got cars and cell phones and guns and like all kinds of modern things, and in this world like every magical, paranormal, mythological creature you can imagine exists alongside humans, and they all live together in this modern world that's kind of vaguely reminiscent of like the Roman Empire. Like if the Roman Empire had never collapsed and made it to modern times, like what would it be like? And what would it be like run by a bunch of crazy magical creatures? And the basic premise of the first book, it follows Bryce, my main character, and she's kind of this party girl, like a party girl who loves to be a party girl, who's got a roommate / best friend named Danica, and Danica is the alpha of one of the city wolf packs. Bryce and Danica are very happy with their kind of aimless post-college lives where they just get stupid drunk all the time and they don't want to change anything about their lives. Do you guys know Broad City, the show? Like, they're basically like Abby and Alana. If one was like a shape-shifting, like, you know, wolf, and the other one was a half-fae, half-human girl, like, just like, it's like Broad City, but paranormal. And then what kind of brings the book into play is that one night, Bryce is out partying, and Danica and her entire wolf pack are slaughtered, and Bryce comes home, and they're all dead. And then the story jumps ahead 2 years later, where Bryce's life is very different after all of her friends were killed, and it comes out that the person they thought killed them wasn't the person who killed them, and similar murders are starting again. And Bryce is ordered by the archangel who runs the city to find the killer, because she's the only connecting thread between all of this, and he assigns his personal assassin, this angel named Hunt, to protect and work with Bryce. So there's more wing physics in these books, and wingspans in this book. And so Bryce and Hunt hate each other, obviously, because Hunt sees Bryce as this like stupid party girl, not realizing she is much more than that, and she thinks he's just like an arrogant asshole. The story kind of follows the two of them as they go from like enemies to like friends and maybe more, as they're trying to, you know, find the murderer and like stop horrible things from happening. And that's like literally the first time I've had to explain this story to a crowd of people, so I'm sorry that was so rough. Basically, there are a lot of hot guys.
And lastly, I'm gonna show you the art that I got at the convention. So the first thing that I bought is this poster, which has Voldemort's Horcruxes, and it says, "Gotta catch 'em all." I was just really drawn to this artwork. I think it is so beautiful. I will leave a link down below to the artist's Instagram page. I don't think that she has an online shop, unfortunately, but if she did, there were a couple of other pieces of hers that I definitely would have bought, and I'm kind of kicking myself for not having gotten them now. And then also from her, I got her Ravenclaw print. It says, "When you're smart and you like art." It has like lots of my favorite things on there. Then I just happened to be walking down the aisle and I stumbled upon a piece of Sailor Moon art that I reposted in my Instagram stories because I loved it so much, and now I get to call it my very own. And it is this beautiful, beautiful piece of Usagi from behind. I love the pink. I love like her whole design. I love her purse. I love how we have the moon stick sticking out, and then even her like jacket patch says "in the name of the moon." It's just so like so much thought and attention to detail. It's perfect. I'll leave the Instagram artist for this one down below as well. Then I got these two pieces from the same artist, who we actually found out while we were there is one of the artists that did the animated opening for Critical Role, so that was really cool. But I have this piece, which is Diva. I just really liked this color scheme. Diva's a character from Overwatch, in case you're not familiar. And then we also have this little print of Link that is just surrounded by all of the foods that you can cook in Breath of the Wild. Andrew and I just thought this one was really fun, so we snatched both of these up. So that's everything that I got at New York Comic Con. I definitely controlled I was gonna say I controlled myself a lot more, though I went wild at Rock Love. With that exception, I controlled myself in Artist Alley, which is not something that I usually do. We had just gone to FlameCon and we got a bunch of cute stuff from there, so I'm gonna show you guys that stuff now. So first I got this set of Crowley and Aziraphale prints. These are based on Good Omens. I love both the television show and the book very much, so I was really excited to see these, and I just like the vibrant colors and they go really well together. Then I also got this really cool Zelda punk rock print. It says Triforce at the bottom, so it's kind of like they're a band or something, and I just thought that was so cool. And again, I really love the color scheme of this one. I also got this print of Geralt from The Witcher. I was so excited when I saw Witcher art because I've never seen Witcher fan art for sale at a convention before, but I also have never been so deep into the Witcher fandom, so it's likely that it probably existed and I just didn't notice it. It kind of went over my head, but now that I had the eye for it, I was like, oh my god. And I definitely got this one immediately. I also got this super amazing print of Jyn Erso from Rogue One. This was done by Lauren Moran. I'll leave a link to her Instagram down below. Lauren is one of my friends and she is so incredibly talented. Like, I'm just blown away by the artwork that she does. It's like amazing. And she's also one of the nicest people in the entire world. Like, I wish that I had even 1% of the energy that she does. She's just like so great. Like, I love to be around her. She's so friendly, so thoughtful, and yeah, she's amazing. And again, her artwork like speaks for itself. I love it. Then we got two pieces from an artist named Kate May. Again, we'll link it down below. The first one being this Critical Role print. So it is all of the characters from the second campaign of Critical Role. My favorite obviously being Jester. But I just thought this was really, really pretty and I was really excited when I saw it. And then from the same artist, I also got this Over the Garden Wall print. I am constantly looking for Over the Garden Wall art, so I was really excited to see this, and I feel like it captures how horrifying the beast can be, which is one of my favorite parts of the series. And then lastly, I found this really cool art print of The Last Unicorn. I feel like it looks like something very 80s, like what you would see on the cover of a VHS tape or something, but it's so pretty. It's the Peter S. Beagle novel, and yeah, I was like, oh, I've never seen The Last Unicorn art either, so definitely pick this one up. I was so impressed with FlameCon. I cannot wait to go back next year. They had such great artists that were there, and it was really chill, and it was really nice to just walk the floor, and everyone was so nice. And yeah, so these are all of the things that I got at both New York Comic Con and FlameCon. Let me know if you like any of these vendors, if there are any artists that you think that I should check out based on like the style of art that I usually tend to buy, because I'm always looking at fan art stuff. And yeah, that's all that I have for this video, so I will see you guys soon in a new one. Bye!